Good morning, beautiful people of the world. Good morning. It is Tuesday, May 21st, 2024. How are you guys doing this lovely, grand morning? I'm doing all right. I'm a little perturbed. Just a little perturbed. I'm trying to get them to come pick up the washer and dryer that's in my garage. And they're telling me that they can only come and pick it up between a certain time. And I'm like, no, I work. I work. No. So I don't know how this is going to work. I was trying to get them to come pick it up. I really wish now I had them to take it. I wish I had them take it back on Saturday. And I could have went to the store and I could have got refunded my money and I could have had this one to come this Saturday. So, nevertheless, I don't know. They are not, I don't know how you can't come after a certain time. Like, oh, it's not guaranteed that we can come at this time. I'm a little pissed off. But anyway, how y'all doing today? I'll be so glad. Sorry. Looking at like, where is she going? I'll be so glad when this washer and dryer situation is over with. I just want to wash and dry it. I can wash and dry my clothes. That's it. And my laundry room just not big enough. And people on Facebook like, oh, tear out a wall. Dude, I'm not doing all of that. I'm not tearing down no wall. I'm not reconfiguring nothing. Nothing. No. Not to fit no washer and dryer. I'm not doing that. So that's not happening. I'm just trying to stay out of the laundromat. That's it. And wash in my own house. That's all I'm trying to do. Seriously, that's all I'm trying to do. So, everybody's like, don't buy a stackable. It ain't no good. I'm like, well, are y'all gonna buy me the Maytag stackable? Because that thing is about $20,000. And I ain't got $20,000. I only got a credit line for $2,000. And I want to pay it off. I'm going to pay this wash and dryer, this bed off. I'm not trying to have no $20,000 washer and dryer. No. So the saga continues. So I'll keep y'all posted. But I told you all I was going to tell you all about the two ladies that got into the argument and the laundromat. So what happened was the one lady came in. She was talking on her phone loudly. And when I tell you that irritates my soul, when people be on their phone and they be talking loud in a public place. So she comes in and she's on the phone. She might have already been there, but I didn't see her. And she was cussing. She had this little boy with her. Looked like he was about 6 or 7. And she was just popping off. Just talking. So when it came time to dry her clothes, all of the dryers were taken. So I was standing there waiting on my load from the washing machine to finish washing so I could put them at the bottom, because I already had some clothes at the top. When I tell you all, them dryers take forever. I spent $9 to wash in the washing machine. It's $9. Then to dry is 25 cents. But it don't run like for an hour. It run like every 30 minutes. So your clothes never get dry. You gotta stand there and check them, you know what I'm saying, to make sure that they dry. You gotta fill on them and everything, and a lot of times they don't be dry. So then you gotta keep putting 25 cents in until they're dry. So anywho, she comes over. Well, it had been a young lady that I had been I was coughing. She was like, "You okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm okay." She was like, "I got some mints. If you want some mints." So she gave me a mint. So we were just standing there talking, and she was telling me how she has this little dog, and the dog has peed all on her sheets. And I was like, yeah, cats will do that too. So we was just standing there having a conversation. So she was the one who got into it with the lady who was talking. So she was standing till she came over and with all her stuff, and she was standing there talking to me. And she was like, all these dryers are taken. I said, yeah, it's a lot of people in here. So the lady who was the laundry attendant, I feel like I still look sick. The lady who was the laundry attendant, she came over, and she was telling us that the laundromat opened at 5 in the morning. 5 to 12, 5 in the morning, and they close at midnight. They take their the last washes at 10:30. So I was like, oh wow. She was like, yeah. She said, I work from 5 to 1 or something like that. So we were standing there talking to her. She's a Hispanic lady. So all of a sudden, when the lady who was talking to me, there was somebody, the dog had peed on her sheets, goes to dry. She had like 3. Why I keep telling you to get over here. She was at the dryer. She was putting her stuff in the dryer. And she had 3 dryers. So she was going to put something in one of them. And the lady who was running off at the mouth on the phone comes up and she starts putting her stuff in. She said, wait a minute, wait. She was like, I'm using this dryer. And she goes, oh. She said, well, I had asked was somebody using it. She said, I told you when you walked up that I was using this dryer, which she did. She said, but you on the phone. She said, so you can't hear you didn't hear what I said. So the lady was like, what that got to do with me being on the phone? She was like, well, maybe if you would get off the motherfucker. Maybe if you would get off the motherfucker, maybe you could hear. You've been in here the whole time talking on the goddamn phone, and you loud, and you disruptive, and don't nobody want to hear your goddamn conversation. And I'm like, this ain't the same girl that was sitting over here talking to me about her little dog peeing on her sheets. I was like, damn, she snapped. But what was so funny was she said everything that everybody had been wanting to say. Like, would you get the fuck off the phone? Because when I tell you, everybody in the laundromat was having a conversation or they was on their phone, but it was quiet. You know what I'm saying? You heard chitter chatter, but she came in and she lit the whole laundry room up with her bullshit, talking loud. So she said everything that everybody was feeling, I do believe, because everybody seemed to be on her side. It was kind of like, looking like, yeah, would you tell her? We wanted to tell her, but we're so glad you got into it with her to tell her. She said, you disrupted everybody in here. Nobody will hear your goddamn conversation. And if you get off the fucking phone, maybe you can see or hear that I said I'm using this dryer. She was like, who the fuck you think? Some other lady was she gonna tell me I'm on the phone and I'm being disruptive and everybody want me to get off my phone because I'm talking too loud. Whoever this other person was that she was talking to. Who are you tell me to get off the phone? Me being on the phone ain't got a goddamn thing. With me asking, was somebody using this dryer? I did ask. She said, and I told you before you asked that I was using. She said, I said it twice, which she did. But the lady was. And so then the lady turns around that was on the phone and she looking at me and I'm like, don't pull me into bullshit, because if you pull me in this, I'm gonna say, yes, she did say that she was using that dryer twice and you were talking and you didn't hear her. She turned around and looked at me and I had this look on my face like, so the lady who worked there, the Hispanic lady, the laundry attendant, was just like shaking her head. All the other Hispanic people, it was a handful of black people in there. Everybody else was Hispanic. What was so funny to me was the Hispanic people started talking in Spanish. So I know they was talking about it. So she's like, so what if I was on my motherfucking phone, blah, blah, blah. And she said, well, if you get off the phone, like I said, she said, so then they started name calling each other. And then, I don't know who called who a name first. I think it was a lady that was on the phone. She called her a bitch. And the other lady who was the one that was saying she was going to drive, she called her a crackhead. And she said, I know I got more money than you, bitch. I'm a police officer. I'm a retired police officer. I'm a police officer. And I think to myself, you a police officer? Acting like that? Really? That's what I'm thinking to myself, you know. I'm like, wow. Here's the moral of the story. The moral of the story is, talk on your phone when you're in your car. Talk on your phone when you at home. I don't understand why people are on their phone. I'm gonna tell y'all something, and y'all probably gonna think I'm retarded. retarded or crazy when I say this. I'm not going to use the word retarded. That's being insensitive. One of the worst things that could have ever happened to this country was cell phones. Cell phones. And let me tell you why. And I'm guilty of this, and I'm sure a lot of you all that's watching this video are too. We have become so attached to our phones to the point that we go nowhere without our phone. I don't know if y'all like me, but I take my phone everywhere I go. When I go to the bathroom, I take my phone. If I go down to my basement, I take my phone. If I'm going to the backyard, I take my phone. I take my phone. I take my phone everywhere. And one of the reasons why I do, because I've been locked in somebody's bathroom and didn't have my phone. To call somebody, tell them to come unlock the bathroom door. I don't go nowhere without my phone. My phone is attached to my body all the time. If I'm going in to do a number 2 or whatever, now you know they say, you know, I'm supposed to take your phone in your back because of bacteria. I have that phone bacteria thing. You put it in there and it cleans your phone. I only used it once. But they say that the phone has the most germs on it because we use it so much. We constantly touching it and, you know, handling it and everything. And I just know that we are attached to cell phones. One of the worst thing that they could have ever invented was a cell phone. People do not know how to detach themselves from their phone. We constantly on the phone. If we not on it talking, we're on it looking at YouTube. We on it looking at Instagram, TikTok, on the internet, on the app, this, that, and the other. We have just become barbaric when it comes to phones. If we lose our phone, our whole life is in that phone. Our passwords, telephone numbers. Nobody knows anybody's number by heart. I know numbers by heart. I can tell you, I know my mama, my sister, my sister. That's it. That's my mama and my sister. My mother and my sister number by heart. They cell phone numbers by heart. You ask me anybody else's number, do I know by heart? No. Because I don't look at their number. I just go to the last call and hit it. I know nobody's number by heart. Nobody. You know, we don't call people no more, we text. So it has a lot of advantages, but it's a lot of disadvantages. And I think that the cell phones are, you know, the cause of a lot of things that happen that have caused destruction in our lives, these phones. And don't get me wrong, I love my phone. But I also realize that it's a problem too, you know. And we spend all this money on a cell phone. Cell phones cost as much as computers, if not more. It's just ridiculous. And half of the shit on the iPhone, I got an iPhone. Half of the shit on the iPhone, I couldn't even tell y'all what it do, because I don't know. I don't know. trip. So, you know, she having a whole conversation with whoever she was talking to, you know. It's like, then she got back on the phone. She was still talking about the situation. I was like, lady, you're doing the most. So, although it's wonderful to have a cell phone, it's bad to have one too, because of that reason. It's just, I don't know. We need to do better. They was getting ready to throw hands, baby. They was cussing each other out. Then when the lady left, the one who was on the phone, she gonna say to me, "You take care, ma'am." I said, "You too." Then she went outside, and the girl who she got in an argument with, she told her, she said, listen here, young lady, listen here. I'm probably old enough to be your mother, and I didn't mean no harm. You know, I didn't mean no harm. I want to apologize to you for calling you a bitch. I shouldn't have called you that." So she did apologize. And she said, "But I was on my phone. But because she talked real fast. She was chewing this gum. And she was like, first she said she said she was a police officer. Then she told the girl that she was a retired post office worker. And I was like, okay, that make more sense, because the way you was acting like you work at the post office. No offense to post office people, but you know how they can be. She sounded more like a post office than a police officer. And maybe she did say post office and we thought police, because that's what it sounded like, because she was talking so fast. And because I could have sworn I heard her say police, but maybe she meant to say post office. Maybe she said police because she was acting a fucking fool and she wanted to try to scare the girl. I don't know. But the girl was like, okay, all right, you know. She said, I just was trying to let you know I was using the dryer, you know, and you know. So they had some more words outside, but she did apologize. So that was a good thing. But I'm telling you, goddamn cell phones. Because I'm telling you, I'm going to admit that my phone is more important to me than a lot of other things. And that's just the truth, Rose. I'm just saying. I can't live without my phone. I need my phone, baby. Like what? Like what? Where's my phone? Wish a motherfucker would steal somebody steal my phone. Or if I lost my phone, I would be sick. I would be sick. So, baby, I understand. Well, you all, I made it to work. I made it to my destination. I just wanted to get on here and tell you all that, and then tell you about the saga with the washer and dryer. And then I had decided that I was gonna get all my hair cut off for the summer, and I was gonna let this ponytail go. So I talked to my beautician yesterday. She said, Sherelle, she said, we are supposed to have one of the hottest summers in Chicago. She said, you sure you want to do that? She said, because you're going to be complaining. I said, you know what? You're right. I sent her a text. She called me right. I knew once I sent her that text, she was going to be on the phone. So you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. Did I tell y'all that my job owed me $3,000? Did I tell y'all that? Wish they come on with my money. I need it. Look like I'm gonna have to buy Christopher a brand new TV for his room. Plus, I'm gonna have to get my girlfriend's couch and TV. See if I can get that from her next weekend. I guess, depending on what's gonna happen with this washer and dryer. I guess. I don't know. Green lipstick, y'all. I got so much stuff to do. I gotta rearrange them boxes in that room. There's so much stuff I still have to unpack. Still. But you can only do so much when you have to work. I needed like 2 weeks off. Seriously. But anyway, y'all, I'm frustrated. Let me go ahead and punch in to this job, and I will talk to you all tomorrow, which will be Wednesday, May 22nd. So y'all have a great day. Have a safe day. Be blessed and be safe. And we'll talk tomorrow. Okay, y'all. Bye.